Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget to log on to doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Doggydiamondsnofilter.com, where you can see videos that you might not have seen. You can listen to the audio version of the podcast. Also, you can put your email in and become a part of this email blast team that is soon to launch, as well as follow me on all social media. All my information is on there. And if you so choose to contact me through the contact form, you can use that as well. Yes, you can do that. Also, for only $100, I'll promote your content on Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and Threads. And doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. And listen, man, a lot of times people want to ask me questions. And if you need advice with your brand, you need consultation with your music, you want to ask me questions about anything pertaining to promotion or anything that you should do next, listen, book your consultation session with Doggie Diamonds. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds. Must be Cash App ready. Let's get to it. All right. Oh, I see somebody in the chat that I'm about to smoke. I'll be smoking on that pack in a few. Fresh out the gym. I didn't do no cardio. I just did weights. It's late. Maybe I should have came on here earlier, but I didn't. I'm on here now. All right, let's go. Hit the like button while you come in. Hit the like button on the come in. Just hit the like. They give you some stuff. All right, stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. And what I don't like, and we're going to start right now off the top, who will not be triggered tonight. We're not doing that. But one thing I don't like is, y'all, if you watch me and you know what I do and you know how I speak and you know how I've been carrying it for the last 16 years, don't question me. Don't question my credibility. Don't question my validity. Don't do that, because that's very disingenuous, because that means everything that I've added on to this culture that I'm cap. And I'm not going to wake up one day and cap on the 17th year if I didn't cap in the 16 years. So don't do that. Don't do that. Context and comprehension is lost with a lot of people, because you could put something right in somebody's face and they'll turn their head slightly and say, oh, I don't understand it, or I didn't see it, or I didn't know. So stop. Okay, stop. I don't know how to cap. I don't know how to fake it. I just don't know how to do that stuff, because I don't have to. There's no benefit in that. So again, how I carry it is how I carry it. I'm not going to change for nobody. I'm stuck in my ways, and whether it merits me $1 zillion or I'm just going to be a cool thousandaire forever, that's just fine. But I'm not going to cap. And one thing I will never let nobody ever do is question me when I've showed and proved time and time again. Okay? So the stupid ass shit in the chat that some of y'all say, just stop. Okay? Or just go somewhere else. Okay? Because there's a lot of cappers out here. No sorority. I mean, no fraternity. There's a lot of cappers. You could go cap with the cappers. You know what I'm saying? You could go cap with the cappers. So, again, let's deal with the above question. And then we're going to get into some context, which, everybody, context ain't for everybody. Comprehension is lost with some, but I still do it anyway. And, hey, if you was the kid that was trying to stick the triangle in the circle, that ain't my politic. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't help you. If you was that frustrated kid that was trying to stick the triangle in the circle and the circle was right there, what you want me to do? I ain't nothing I could do about that. So, yeah. So, all these individuals in this Trump case, because I guess the YSL RICO case is on hold now, because there we go, the Trump case is bigger for some reason. I guess they knew that the Trump situation was coming down the pipeline, and for some reason, the YSL case was big, but now that's going to be delayed, and they're going to implement this Trump thing. Why now? Why at this time? Why, if they, this is not something that is new. It happened some years ago, because how long has Biden been president, right? So they could have been put this together, but they chose to do it now. Why? I don't know. But as many alleged co-conspirators, many alleged co-defendants, at the top of the food chain is the former president, Donald Trump. And I seen people cheering when his mugshot was showed. I seen people popping champagne. I seen some wild stuff. I'm like, whoa, they kind of happy he got bagged. To each his own. But with us, we don't know context. And even if we see context, we won't look for the context because somebody popular didn't say it. And we run with so much regurgitated misinformation that if we take the 2 seconds that we take to share a meme and crop pictures and do all this stuff, and if you just do a little bit of research, you will get your answer. I don't worship men, and I don't worship words of man. I just research. I look for stuff in print. I look for stuff where I can compare, contrast, and definitely research it for myself. That's what I do. I don't care if what Joe Schmo said. My grandmother used to say, I used to say such and such said this, and they say their mouth ain't no prayer book. And what that means is, you have people who believe in prayer books. You got people who believe in the Quran, people who believe in the Bible. So everything in there would be seen to be the truth, right? So you got people, but they say something and you believe in a person so much, their mouth ain't no prayer book. That's what grandma used to say. So I don't believe in what men say. I don't give a fuck about none of these memes. I don't care about no posts. I don't care about none of that. Because when I see stuff, I will just go investigate. It's simple. The way some of y'all like to spank y'all monkey and go through them porn categories all day, it take you you probably would spend more time going through porn categories than you would just to simply research. You will definitely find everything that you need to find if you want to find it. But what happens is you like to listen to people. And if this said person has a certain popularity, you jump on the bandwagon. I don't do that. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. There's not one person on this earth that can say something to me and I say, oh, that's true. I'm going to research. That's just me. Because I'll be damned if I be walking around following an individual, a false doctrine, a lie, and look like a damn fool. So what I did was I seen many black people who's Democrats, who's not for Trump, saying, ha, 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 look, they left the black man in jail. And he was for Trump. So I was like, well, that is pretty interesting. Why would they leave him in jail? Why is he in jail? So that's why the title of this is, why is Black Voices for Trump, Harrison Floyd, the only person still locked up? And it's the answer is so simple that even a caveman can do it, right? Even a caveman can do it. So, again, y'all going to come with misinformation and you don't know what the fuck you talking about because you didn't look. So I'm going to show you with my own two eyes with glasses. And if you have your own two eyes and you got your brain open, which many of your brain is closed, your third eye is calcified, as some of you like to say, because you're blinded by stupid shit and blinded by people who's here to lead you to the blind, right? Lead you, So I'm going to use a black site I believe is owned by black people. And the name of this site is Black BSO Entertainment. And that used to stand for Black Sports Online. That's what I knew the sites to be. So I'm going to go to Black Sports Online. And we're going to use that as a reference, right? If that makes you feel better. Get out of here. You don't get no free ads, but whatever. So Black Voices for Trump, Harrison Floyd locked up behind bars without bond over the Georgia election fraud case. And who wrote this? Let's see if we can see the writer. Oh, we can't see the writer. But their name is Clement. And from the thumbnail, it looked like it could be a brother or a sister, you know, as far as I can see, right? So I guess we're supposed to trust them, you know, because we can't believe this person. So let's read all of this together and let's get educated together so we won't be in the blind and we won't run with misinformation like we tend to do because Star Mel said something. And you know when Star Mel says something, we just follow Star Mel. We don't click nothing. We don't research. So let's read this together in unison, okay? Harrison Floyd, the director of Black Voices for Donald Trump, happens to be the first MAGA ally to be locked behind bars without bond in the Georgia election fraud case. Trump is a walking trouble, and Trump is a walking trouble. What the type of, anyway, Trump is a walking trouble, and anyone who associates him or herself with him could land in hot trouble as Harrison Floyd is now in the grips of the law without bond. Now, let's find out why is he still locked up and didn't get bond. Simple answer. The former director of Black Voices for Trump, Harrison Floyd, was the first of the 19 Fulton County defendants to be held in jail without bond. Floyd, 39, turned himself in to the Fulton County, Georgia jail Thursday afternoon after District Attorney Fannie Willis gave former President Donald Trump and the other 18 co-conspirators in her election interference case until noon on Friday to show up. This is the part right here that I want y'all to know. Let's highlight it if we can. He didn't negotiate a bond, so remained in custody after being charged with racketeering, conspiracy to solicit false statements, and influencing witnesses. He didn't negotiate a bond, so remained in custody after being charged with racketeering, conspiracy to solicit false statements, and influencing witnesses. Floyd surrendered just hours before Trump prepared to turn himself in, embraced to become the first former president in history to pose for a mugshot. Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, also surrendered in Georgia on Thursday and was released on a $100,000 bond. Earlier this year, Floyd was charged with attacking an FBI agent who was working on special counsel's Jack Smith parallel probe into 2020 elections interference by Trump and his allies, the Washington Post reported Wednesday. So, what happened, and you can read it for yourself, and I'm going to come back really quick. What happened was everybody who turned themselves in negotiated bond before they turned themselves in. He didn't. Everybody negotiated their bond before they turned themselves in. He didn't. And who's holding him? Is Trump holding him? No, a black woman is holding him. She's the one who gives him bond. Trump don't give him bond. Trump doesn't decide if he get out of jail or whatever. That's Fannie Willis. So people running with, oh, they left him in there. He is the only one that didn't negotiate his bond. Everybody, I could show you other places where it says everybody negotiated their bond. He didn't. That's it. There is no great conspiracy. There is no, he's black, that's why they kept him. Because if he's black and they kept him, then a black woman kept him. Capiche? Comprende? Understand? That's not rocket science. He turned himself in without negotiating the bond. Everybody else, before they went in, they already got a bond. That's what a lawyer is for. He went and turned himself in. Do you understand? Do you understand? And they said he assaulted an FBI agent. Now, what I learned was it was a point where I got accused for something before in my life, and I was told by a lawyer, it's a good thing that you contacted me, because if you had went down to the police station when they asked to see you, you would have been turning yourself in. So now, before you go, when the police say they want to come in for questioning, you go with a lawyer. He already knew his charges. He already knew what he was going to get charged with. They're all charged with the same thing. What would make you go turn yourself in without a lawyer, without negotiating a bond? Everybody does it. The lawyer goes and say, hey, what are they facing? You have different type of, sometimes they have a computer bail. Sometimes they have different bonds packages before you even go. So all you have to do is go through, be fingerprinted, get your mugshot, get that, and you're out. They didn't go to jail. They didn't go to jail. They just went and got booked. That's it. So there is no, oh, he's supporting Trump and they left him because he black. That has nothing to do with it, because a black woman is responsible for him going to jail. Okay? It's really that simple. So you have to go with a lawyer. That's it. And he has other charges. That's it. So for people who don't like Trump, whether you like him or you don't like him, this is nothing to run with. This is not a Trump thing. This is his era. And they all negotiated their bond. So prior to them going, you think they sat a minute in a cell? They just went through the system. That was it. They knew they had time to turn themselves in. And all the rest of them people, you think a middle-aged old white man is going to go to jail? He's going to go there with counsel, and they're going to say, this is what your bail is. This is what your bond is. Can you pay the bond? Yes. Well, you have to be processed, though. That's why you got all these mugshots. And this individual decided to go there and do that. And she held him because he never negotiated a bond. He probably could still get a bond, but that don't mean he got out everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? And that's it. So he's in the whole other trouble as well, too. You see what I read, he assaulted an FBI agent. So first we was all YSL out. Now we got to get him. So that's it, folks. Nothing here to see. Now, I want to say something else. The census that I'm seeing is that regardless of this outcome, if Trump is acquitted and the charges are bogus, many that won't admit it publicly because of the ridicule, the shame that you face, and the scrutiny you face, many black people, especially black men, is going to vote for Trump. I'm just being real with y'all. It's not popular to say. It's not cool to say. But this dude got Gunner's lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So when this is all said and done, when everything unfolds, when they go and they pull, I hope, Fannie Willis, you better be squeaky clean. You better be squeaky clean, because what's going to come out about you, woo, hit you with the Ric Flair, woo. What's going to come out about you, you better be squeaky clean. You better not even got no period blood on the toilet in high school, because everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to know. And who you vote for, that's on you. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is going to get really, really, really spooky. Not only did you take down a lot of prominent artists in the land, and I don't know what their case is. I don't know if they're guilty or innocent. But I know for a fact, when you playing with this guy and his following and his resources, listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. You in for it. You in for it. And the deal is, you know, who you vote for is your business. I'm not telling people who to vote for, who not to vote for. But I will say this. Comprehension and context is everything. Please open your eyes. Open your mind. Use your brain. And close your heart. Because this is not how you feel. This is about what are you getting from your candidates. This is not about how you feel. This is not one of them, but I just felt like, you know, because niggas like that. But I see it like, it's not about how you see it. It's about how it is. And how it is plain as day. But I feel like being the emotional people that we are, we'll go off emotion, then we'll go off of what we see and hear. And I'm just go on the record and say this. Y'all might have to find another Democratic candidate, because Joe Biden ain't it. That guy's too old, doesn't comprehend nothing, mispronouncing words and doing actions that of somebody who's very, very senile. Seriously, the early stages of dementia. When I look at somebody say, yo, what'd he say? Now, if you're going to talk in front of the world without falling asleep, for one, for two, we need an interpreter. You know what I'm saying? We need an interpreter. So I'm not saying be this party or that party. I'm just saying he ain't it. Find some, listen, if you a Democrat, y'all better go, he ain't it. He has no clue what's going on. Seriously. And it's wow. He just I just want to get into him. What is he talking about? Thank you, Azariah23, for supporting my independent voice. He can barely stand up. He needs a walker. This is what I'm saying. So if you're a Democrat, please, as these candidates arise, because somebody's going to run against him, please look into somebody else, please. And I wish him well. I don't wish nothing bad for him. But family, he cannot run our country. Not saying Trump can. Not even saying Kamala can. That man can. He's incapable. I don't think he has the cognitive skill. You know when you go to the hospital, right? And you say you don't feel well. This is what we need to do, all right? This ain't funny, but you gotta laugh. Listen, you ever been to the hospital and you told the people in the hospital you don't feel well and they make you do this? And you gotta hit their finger? Let's do that with him. Can we do that on listen, okay. If you do this with him and make him touch his nose and then do this and then, if you do that with him publicly, I'll take everything back. Do the motor skills test with him. You know how you touch your nose? They make you do that. See if your motor skills is off. Like, I don't feel well. So they say, damn, you have a headache. Let me check your motor skills. You got to touch your finger and touch his finger and touch his, and do that. Do that. If he can do that perfectly on television in front of the world, I take everything back. But when he got to do this, come on, fam. It ain't going to work. And people might say, what is he doing wrong? What is he doing wrong? Well, candidates run on campaign slogans and promises. Campaigns are run on promises, slogans, and what they're going to do for set people, certain demographics of people in need. And this war in other countries, right? Because whether you want to say I'm a Trump supporter or not, I'm not going to say I am or I ain't. It doesn't matter. We're just talking about who's the president, because I'm not going to talk about who's not the president, because when Trump was the president, we're going to talk about him being the president, right? Campaigns are run on that. When we as the American people, which we are Americans, right? When we don't have sufficient things that we need because there is no money. Remember, we were told that there is no money. We can't afford this. Social Security is going away. Inflation is up. Gas is going up. This is going up. Housing is going up. Food is going up. There is no money. There is no money. Homelessness around America is unbelievable. There's some places that the homeless population is so bad, it looks like a third world country. And that is Los Angeles. Azariah 23, thank you for supporting my independent voice. He said, what is he not doing wrong? Now, the Rona relief money ran out, right? Remember, they ain't had no more money for the people who was out of work. They didn't have no more money. When he came into office, they ain't had no more money. The student loan debt. Many people didn't get their student loan forgiven. But he promised that the student loan, everybody was going to get their student loan thing relieved, right? Why is all the money going to the Ukrainians? Answer me that. And I'll sit here for a minute. I'm going to sit here. Matter of fact, while you gather your thoughts and you figure it out, I'll take a small break. Why is all the money going to Ukraine? I'll be right back. I wasn't going to stay. I wasn't going to be going that long. Why? Billions upon billions upon billions upon billions, while you have many illegals sneaking in the country getting money. Is Hawaii not a part of America? How are these people getting $700 and they just faced a major crisis? $700? Y'all need another minute? Or do I got to hit you with the Hulk Hogan? You need another minute? Where y'all at? Explain to me why the money is going to the Ukraine. I need some money, man. I need some money. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet. Don't get quiet. I seen y'all early in the chat. I had to get y'all real quick. Y'all ran? How is it that it's money for every other country, every other people, but the American people, the people that that get taxed, that they take our money? The Ukraine is our allies? What, in the Olympics? The Ukraine is our allies. They ain't my allies. Who made that up? Did you fill out a census of who your allies would be? They're our allies. Who makes up the country? The government or the people? Because I thought it was for the people. I thought this was a republic. I thought this was a democracy. That sounds like communism, and that sounds like a dictatorship. So how is that our allies? And how do we say, if they took a poll and say, hey, do you want to give them the money or do y'all need it? What are you going to say? They are our allies. I don't want them to give no money to Russia. I don't want them to give no money to nobody. I want them to give the money to the American people that need it. Not to mention, some of us are owed reparations, but they won't even talk about that because they gave our billions of dollars to Ukrainians. Ukrainians didn't build this fucking country. We did. So if we say we need money for a back pay that you gave the Japanese, that you gave the bankers, that you gave the Native Americans, that you gave so many people, where's our shit? Where's our shit? That's all I'm saying. This ain't even no long drawn out shit. So if you could deal with facts and take your emotion out of it, because I know why some of y'all be emotional, and I see some of my rapper friends emotional about it and all that. And I know you got invested interest because some of your friends might have ran for Congress, or some of your friends might be city councilmen or controllers and shit. Like, I know. And I know that a lot of times we just be like, yo, I'm a Democrat. Nah, fam. We got too much going on in this country. And I ain't even talking about, I'm talking about all the people in America. How do they have housing for people from other countries because they might have defected from a country that's beefing with a country that they're at odds with? They automatically get asylum here? I don't even fucking got asylum here. I got to pay rent. I got a car note. I got a bill to pay to do this stream. I got to pay for it. Where's mine at? Where's yours? So you working, busting your ass every day, and the money that they take from you, they're giving to them? You don't see nothing wrong with that? You don't see nothing wrong with that. The late, great Tupac said, they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. Food stamps. Mm-hmm. They get food stamps too. They get everything that we get, if not more. They get everything we get. Yes, Mega Bills, thank you for that. $2,200 a month to defect from a country. This ain't our country. Like, what do we have to do with countries that was down with each other? We don't have no after school programs. We don't have no programs for our babies, our children, and even theirs. Even others, even people that we might not be for in this country. But nonetheless, they are Americans. So when we dealing with the white people, they are, at least they Americans. I don't care if they a damn skinhead. At least they're here. So again, I'm a sellout? Dude, you are depending on your audience to not know simple civics. Despicable. Why not teach your audience sellout? I'm a sellout? You a female calling me a sellout? Are you a female? I don't want to disrespect you because I don't really disrespect women like that. But I will, though. I have no problem. I'm an equal opportunity fuck you to everybody. Everybody get a fuck you from me, except for the babies and the elderly. But I'm an equal opportunity middle finger giver to everybody. Nobody exempt from this fucking finger. And I'll stick it so far up your nose, I'll touch your fucking brain with it. Azariah, here's only 34 million of us here. We could receive the million of the tax-free build-off. Trump was actually building a business zone for blacks. Thank you, Azariah. 23. So instead of calling me names, again, take your heart out of it. Just educate me. I always ask y'all, if I don't know, please just tell me. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I will double fist you, middle finger you in a minute. And you calling me a sellout? And I'm selling you out? You ain't kin to me. If you mad at me and I'm selling you out, we ain't even on the same team anyway. But the God body K born Allah, could you answer this for me, for the people? And I'm going to say something, and he's going to answer it for me. Why do you love the devil? And I'll sit back and he'll answer it for me right in the chat. Why do you love the devil? You ain't answer it. Why do you love the devil? Because he gives you nothing. Partial truth is sellout move. Thank you, Leroy Green. Who am I selling out? I'm asking questions. If you have an answer to my question, then you answer it. You don't call me a sellout. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to be talking about Sexy Red and her asshole being brown. Is that to more of your liking? Or maybe I should just sit there and talk about, hey, I want to talk about the strand of weed that I never smoked. Maybe I should talk about that. Maybe that's more to your liking. Maybe I'll just talk about 100% nigger shit. Because it seems like that's what many of you like, nigger shit. See, we're dealing with a higher science right now. We're dealing with higher talking. And if I don't know what I'm talking about, without you insulting me, you can educate me. Educate the chat. You could type. But instead you type like you cramping. Some of you men, you type like you got cramps. I'm not the type of dude that tuck my dick back and walk around. I'm just being real with you. I'm not. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? We got to have dialogue as black people that's in this country. I'm not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You are close to getting ejected from my chat room. You're close to being ejected from my chat room. But I know some of y'all are Democrats. Some of y'all come here. Y'all are imports from other countries, but you're black. And you were taught, because you think you're Democrats, that he's bad. This person is bad. Right? So that's why you disagreeing with me. I never told you who to vote for. It's not my business. But I'm telling you, who we have that's leading us is not adequate enough to lead us. How could somebody lead you if they keep falling asleep in important times? I'm just being real. How could you be a leader if you fall asleep? No, literally. Azariah 23, yo, man, I appreciate you so much. Do you have a phone line? I'm going to work on that because some of y'all need to come. But let me ask you something. So if I was in the middle of the stream right now and I just nod off, would you still watch me and support me? Like, I mean, this nigga keep falling asleep. That's what I'm saying. Okay. What's your name? C Fresh 1000? I want to see what you look. I got to see who you are. Anyway. What? He said, what did Joe Biden do to you? Well, he didn't do anything to me, but he made a promise to do stuff for me and my people. That's it. Where are the promises that he made and why are they not delivered? And why is the money that's supposed to be going to me, my people, and even you going to somebody else? Can you answer that for me? It ain't about what somebody did to me. It's not personal, but I'm just asking you. That's what I'm asking you. Why is the money that's supposed to be going to you, your family, your loved ones, going to another country? Because we were told we didn't have the money. There's no more money. That's what we were told. And then somehow they found money to give to another country. That's what I'm just saying. If you could explain that to me, then I'll be quiet. That's all I'm asking. What did he do to you? Would you expect me to say, knock my lollipop on the floor or something? I don't know. He didn't do nothing to me. But it's what he didn't do and why individuals lobby for our vote and they get our vote and they do not make do on their promises. That's all. So that's it. If you could answer that, we cool. No, the Underground Scoop TV, you foul for that. Half of these people pray to a white Jesus, and you expect them to figure that out? I love that. Oh, man. That's what I'm saying. Wrote the crime bill, bragged about it, also wrote an article that he didn't want his kids going to school with. You want me to pull up stuff? Do I gotta do that? Do I gotta do that? Do I really have to do that? Or you don't even know who you voted for? And we not black if we don't vote for him? So you proved you was black. You marched your ass down there. Boom, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, ho, ho. Or you was singing the old Negro spiritual when you went down there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And let's not forget, there was a dude named Hunter that we seen smoke krills, who did all types of shit, who's never been charged for none of the shit he done. He did. He's doing. Ever. You watch this man go over and sniff babies. You found work in the White House. Listen, and it was so relieving because if it was a black man in the White House and they found work, they'd have blamed it on a black man, but it ain't a black president no more. There was work in the White House. There was Tony Montana in the White House. You don't think that's an embarrassment to the world? You don't think that? I'm just saying. They found work. Work. They let a custody in the White House. They caught, listen, this dude, it's documented. It's been times where have been children and babies somewhere, and you see him just like this. And the aide come over and pull him away. Tell me you never saw that. There's nothing wrong with that to you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, he's not it. Find somebody, if you're a Democrat, fine, but that ain't your Democrat, famo. That's what I'm saying. You really? Oh, man. You really telling me that somebody that falls off a bike that ain't moving, that falls off a bike that's not moving, falls up the step, you don't think he aged himself out? I'm just saying, on some real shit. That's just all I'm saying. Truth over emotions. Thank you. Read what Truth Over Emotions wrote in the chat, please. That's it. That's how we just sum that up. Your vice president said, just like this, neck was moving. What I said I was going to do something for black people. I never said I was going to do anything for black people. We did it, Joe. That's all I'm saying. Biden has a broken foot. Shit happens. No, Biden has a broken brain. Again, I dare him to take the test. Just take the test. Touch my finger here. Touch it in. I dare him to walk the straight line like you do when I dare him to walk the sobriety test. Trump didn't give us reparations, but Trump had a lot of things in play. And then the pandemic hit. But he had a lot of things in play. He actually showed it. But you were shunned and ridiculed if you spoke to him. You were shunned and ridiculed if you spoke to him. Now, let me ask you something. If I had the opportunity to speak to the person in the highest office in the world, you don't think I'm going to talk to them? You don't know who we talking about. Now, let me say something else to you. Obama was president, right? Obama was president. We automatically assumed, because he was half original, he was going to do something for us, right? That's what we thought. Automatically. He let it be known, I'm not the black president, I'm the American president. For one. Two, what did we ever ask Obama for as a people? We didn't. Who did Obama give shit to? Let's be real with you. He was on Time magazine as the first black fun boy president. Let me pull that shit up too. See, to me, Trump is not crazy because he's a New Yorker. I understand New Yorkers. And as I proved the other day, how is he crazy and how is all of this? But before he ran for president, everybody's taking pictures of him and putting them in his songs. Y'all lovely hip hop. That's y'all culture. You know, everything is hip hop this, hip hop that. How come all the rappers were taking pictures with him? How come Diddy was hanging out with him? How come he was everybody road dog? But the minute he ran for presidency, then he was all these names. Explain that to me. But Obama said, I listen to Young Jeezy. You do? You listen to the Snowman? You listen to the Snowman? That's your favorite rapper? I listen to Young Jeezy. The Snowman? The one who sent his kids to college and told your kids to trap or die? You serious? I listen to Young Jeezy. He said that. Now, your beloved Michelle, who y'all love. Who you love? Y'all love y'all Michelle Obama. She was the new Priscilla Presley. She's so elegant. She's this, that, and the third. Well, the last time we saw her, she was talking to Zaya, telling Zaya that you're a hero. That's the last time you've seen your beloved Michelle. She was telling Zaya, you're a hero. Yo, what? You a hero? You was in war? Like, you did Heimlich on some? Well, that's too visual. You did CPR? CPR? You a hero? Oh, man. So, let me look at it. Hey, Siri. Was Martin Luther King a Democrat or Republican?
From Carsana.org, Dr. King chose to be a registered Republican because he knew, as does anyone who knows civil rights history, that the Democrats were the party of slavery, the KKK, Jim Crow, and builders of Confederate war memorial monuments honoring slave owners.
You don't say. Hey Siri, can you repeat that?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Was Martin Luther King a Democrat or Republican? Don't get stupid now, nigga. You heard me, and we heard you. Hey Siri, was Martin Luther King a Democrat or Republican?
From Britannica, King talked very infrequently about his personal politics and was not formally affiliated with either political party.
You see that, right? See how they flipped it, right? They was like, I just gave up too much. let me try to trick him. Let me try to trick him. You see that, right? But you heard it loud and clear. You heard what they said. Y'all better do your research on who was what and who was for who first. Y'all better do your research. Do your research, please. But I like to show and prove. See, that's what makes me different from other people. I'm not, Siri, Vanguardian TV. Listen, I'm not one who shoot from the hip. I'm not one who sit here and act like I know what I'm talking about. I can show and prove everything. Straight like that. I'm not a person who just goes off emotion. I like to show you facts. I like to show you shit. I like to show you shit. Just like I showed you the above topic of question, I gave it to you. Moo exactly. So we gonna pretend that we didn't know the parties flipped. That's what it did. But again, like I said on my last show, we don't really know. Siri, I put my Siri as a man because I don't want no chick telling me what to do. Not like I want a man telling me what to do, but I got tired of that same Siri voice, so I flipped my Siri because you have an option to change it. History is the best qualifier. That's why they want Siri sold you out. That's why they want to eradicate our history. And you know what's so funny? So many of our black people want to eradicate history and rewrite history themselves. Because it fits, I hate this word, but it fits their narrative of where they're trying to pull funding from and their they do where they get their funding from or their plan. But I'm telling you, remember we were first. I'm just telling you. And one thing I don't like is when I ask you to educate me. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm really asking. I'm really asking. King registered as a Republican in 1956. Thank you. The official answer is neither. Well, who? How could you say neither if he was a registered Republican? And again, we had a few Democratic presidents, right? We had who we had lately. We had Trump, and I think we had Bush, but everybody else was, everybody else was Democrats. Obama, Clinton, Biden. Right? Because Biden is really nothing but an extension of Obama. Pause. Same shit. So, I'm just asking you. This simple question, but I thank y'all Lyndon Baines Johnson. And I'm not saying to, listen, whatever party you are, that is your damn business. But one thing you're not going to do, you're not telling me I ain't black if I don't vote for you. Ain't nobody on earth that say, could tell me nothing. I'm just saying. Nobody that walks into walls, sniffs kids. I'm just saying. You know, I probably could understand cat. I probably could be like, meow, and the cat, I understand the cat will probably go get their bowl or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably be like, meow, 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 and the cat will jump or do something. But when somebody looks at me and say, I don't speak that. I probably could be like, oh, and a dog will probably, go get a stick or something like that. But I don't speak. I'm just saying, I don't know what that is. Is that audible? Is that like real? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I could show you. Hold on, see? Now y'all gonna make me go there. Y'all gonna make me go there. See? Hold on. At least I know why like dogs howl at fire trucks and stuff. We got the science on that. We got the science on why they howl at the moon. We got the science on all that. But I don't got the science on Afghanistan. Huh? What the fuck is Afghanistan? I'm just saying. Y'all understand that? I mean, you could say sit, and the dog will sit down. You could say pss, 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 and the cat will run to you. You understand those things. But when somebody say and they look like you, and you don't understand it, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You understand. Even the dog understands. They understand that. Psst, psst, psst. Come here, kitty. They understand that. You understand what he's doing. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking you if you understand that. To each his own. I don't get it, fam. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't understand how you. I don't understand how you have like are they aides or handlers? I don't know. I think he wear Pampers. Just be real with you. Well, with evidence that he wear Pampers. I'm just saying. Let me find some shit now. Because now y'all got me started. When I get started, I get a little crazy. All right, where we at? Let's go to Twitter. Twitter probably have some good stuff. Or X now. Let's search for incoherent Joe. Somebody got incoherent Joe has dementia. Azariah, thank you, man. You've been really, really looking out for me. I appreciate you. Let's see if we can find something. Hold on. Let me just look up my original. Incoherent Joe Biden. But they'll probably argue this. No, he's old. You get aged out of driving. You get aged out of a lot of shit. You don't run the most powerful country in the world. You should get aged out of that too. Let me find. I gotta find something before I go, cause y'all gotta bear witness. Okay, this is random. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna keep it told you. I don't even know what this is. So let's just see what he say. Maybe this is coherent. I don't know. Maybe it is. Seriously. Okay, let's turn it up.
The way China will respond is when we gather the rest of the world that in fact believes in open trade and making sure that we're in a position that the world that we deal with WHO the right way. That in fact that's when things begin to change. That's when China's behavior is going to change.
That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. I'll give him that. That wasn't that bad. I've seen worse. Hold on. Nah, this is a YouTube. So where is... This is a... Stuttering and all that. That ain't bad. I can't penalize him for that. What else could I look up on the... All right. Hey, this gotta... Here we go. This gotta be something. Hold on.
People like Ron believe that is a good people. But then, when I signed the bipartisan infrastructure again, which
what?
People like Ron believe that is a good thing. The corporate American bottom line is that that's all you need to look at is good for America. Well, that's not my bottom line. You can see how Ron Johnson's rationale and Omega racking out.
Senator, I'm about 50% sure that you were insulted there by the...
What'd he say? Tell me what he said.
But then, when I signed the bipartisan infrastructure again, which people like Ron believe that is a good thing, the corporate American bottom line is that that's all you need to look at is good for America. Well, that's not my bottom line. You can see how Ron Johnson's rationale and Omega racking out.
Senator, I'm...
Let's move along. Y'all gonna make me put together a whole clip. Telling you. What's this? No. Y'all gonna make me put together a whole... No, come on. Don't do them like that. All right, here we go.
Name me a single objective we've ever set out to accomplish that we've failed on. Name me one in all of our history.
How much time you got, buddy?
This dude. Foreign clients gave Hunter a Porsche, a diamond, and millions of dollars. What did they think they were buying? Interesting.
The vice president's hidden account, the address for...
No, we ain't gonna go there with them emails. Anyway, you got done dirty. You look crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie, fam. Weekend at Burn. Oh, that's bothering. All right, y'all gonna make me put together a whole reel. Watch. I promise you. Y'all gonna make me put together a whole reel. A whole reel where he's just like, anyway. Anyway, black people voting Trump is like Django voting for dude at Candyland, respectfully. Okay, Leroy Green. So let me give you the floor really quick. Why shouldn't black people vote for Trump? Leroy Green specifically. Why shouldn't black people vote for Trump? You got the floor. Leroy. Oh God, y'all just Leroy. Well, I gotta turn the show enough in this joint because Trump is just the head of the whole body. Oh God, I'm dejected right now. I thought you was gonna say some profound shit. I thought you was gonna say something so enlightening, so that we never heard of. That's all you got for us, man. That's all you got for us, Leroy. You are not the last dragon, fam. You will not catch a bullet with your teeth. You do not got that. You don't got that glow. You ain't got it, fam. That's all you got for us. I got other shit to do, man. Oh, man. Leroy. That's all you got? Oh, man. I don't feel good, man. What the fuck just happened? What just happened? You just had the whole floor. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ah, goodness gracious. Oh, man. We doomed. Yo, we doomed. Yo, we doomed. Leroy, you had one job. You know he black because you don't know no white people named Leroy. If it was Buster maybe or Bubba maybe, but Leroy? Just my 2 cents. Think, oh man, you ain't got that glow. Leroy. Oh man, Leroy. You let us down. You let us down, Leroy. You fucked us over. You fucked us over, Leroy. Leroy. You don't got that gold, fam. You will not care. You will not be fucking Vanity Tonight. Black Dynasty. Do you know what SMD mean? Doggie shames his audience for not knowing policy, but he knows nothing either. Well, Black Dynasty, before you SAD, because you can't SMD, I gave the person the floor to educate us. And I didn't shame anybody. When you have the floor to educate the people, you educate. And I just did a whole presentation earlier, dick breath, before you got in here, dick cheese. So who knows what you're talking about? To fuck you and your dynasty. You know what? I don't got a GED and I was able to build an empire. You probably got a degree and you sleep with your mama. How about that? I was able to build a whole empire and I ain't got no gad. How about that? Internationally known. And you probably got a degree and you live with your mama. Can you top that sucker? It's people who got GEDs and diplomas that's laying on the floor. And I live comfortably. Can you top that, sucker? And I ain't got to get no gad. Internationally known. Billboards in Times Square. Television. Woo! Hit you with the Ric Flair. Woo! Get a GED. What empire? The one you watching, you slut? Do I got to do no? So I gotta start bragging now? Oh, that's what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to start bragging? Y'all want me to start showing y'all shit? You want me to start showing you all my ownership of shit? That's what I gotta start doing to prove something to nobody. That's nobody's who never proved anything, who never did anything. That's what we gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Now I gotta start saying, I got this, I own this, I own that. Oh, you like that? That's mine. That's what I gotta start doing. Now I don't have to do that because you own 100% of nothing. Okay? And I find it funny because people that don't look like us, but you look like me, you don't even got no smoke for them. And I didn't shame anybody. I said, all you have to do is educate us. Education is not a one-liner, fam. This ain't rap. I say it because I know he's insecure about it and see how he goes crazy. See, you think you won some, but you didn't, stupid bastard. You didn't win anything. So you're a fan. And you got female tendencies. And you're a little homoerotic because you want to get a rise out of a man. Ew. You got the urge. Do you know you're not getting no rise out of me? You know why? Because I'll be styling and profiling. I hit you with the Ric Flair for real, but see, that's your problem. That's your problem. You come on here, you talk crazy, but I don't see you talking to none of them Europeans like that because if you are from Tahaka Bay's chat, that means you already came over here biased. And I heard some of the shit that I heard y'all was saying over there, but I didn't pay no attention to y'all because, again, I'm a nigga who I start my call on my phone, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Woo! But I know I gotta sit before you and do all these antics, and I gotta hold axes, and I don't got no sob story, fam. Nobody has ever did anything to me that I gotta be on here having a vengeance again. I don't have to. Yeah, he probably was trolling me because he's a bitch. So that means, yo, I'm telling you, some men, they be a little funny guy. They be fun boys. And they think they winning something. You ain't winning shit, fam. You see that? Well, fuck him, no. But I'm just saying, yo, but you know what's deep, right? This is the deep thing, right? This is what's deep. And this is for all of y'all. This is not me. This is for all of us. When you're able to sit down and speak to somebody who they look up to, that's a scholar, and you so-called are uneducated, but you either hanging with them or smoking them, that's where the insecurity comes in that, right? Because I remind people of their failures. Let me qualify that for you. We all got 24 hours in a day. And some of these motherfuckers who be running their mouth spend about 10 of that mopping dirty floors, right? 2 hours to travel, to and fro. So look at this. You're no different than somebody who just street talking about paperwork for views. You're talking about Trump to get your thumbnail, but you know nothing. I do know, but this is what I do know. I do know that I will insert these 2 fingers into your mother's where you came from. I do know that. But being that I know you're a troll and you don't got nothing else to do, everybody say bye, Black Dynasty. Bye, skank. Bye, ho. Bye. But if you're going to vote for Trump, that's your business. If you're going to vote for Biden, that's your business. I'm just telling you, look at the evidence. That's all. And nobody else can get my attention because you don't know me. So I don't have time to address you. I like to address my chat and ask them stuff and get clarification. That's all. That's all. And unless you could bench like 315 like 5 times with no spot, don't talk to me a certain way. I'm capable of crushing your fucking skull. Seriously. I work out every day to hurt one of y'all niggas who talk crazy. I promise you. And when I walk around to and fro the streets of Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, California, Atlanta, all I get is love. People love me. Where y'all trolls be at? Where y'all be at in person? I ain't never met a troll in person. It's only on the internet. That's all I'm saying. And let me tell you something. Respectfully, what G Money say? And the bitches, oh man, the bitches. I got my Jimmy whack every day last week. So I'm saying, you know, I get a lot of love out here. I ain't ever met a troll, but I don't think they bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I just had to do. I've been waiting to do that shit for years. What y'all talking about? You know, you don't have to be miserable though. You know you can do something about it. You know you can do something about it. You don't have to be miserable. I'm just saying, like, you know. I'm for y'all though. Like I'm really the voice of people. I'm really the voice for the people. I say some of the things that you can't say because you don't have a platform. So I like to trade information with a lot of people and come to my platform and speak about different things, right? I do not have a platform that's built off of attacking a specific person. Right? I don't somebody hit him with the Ric Flair. I don't have that, right? That's not what I'm about. I like to talk about different things. Sometimes I speak to different people, and talk different shit. Nah, you acting like a bozo. Now we got nothing to talk about. I don't know what that means. But the being that you call me a bozo and that shit, I will rock you in your face and stab your brain with your nose bone for calling me a bozo. Say bye, PD3. Fuck out of here. You just see? Would you go to Oprah's show and talk to Oprah like that? Would you? What make you think you could talk to the host a certain way? I'm the host. You call me a bozo? Bye. Bye, bitch. Anyway, I must attend to other duties. Where are my headphones at? I'm taking these headphones off, putting on my music headphones. I must work on some things. What I gotta say in Shakespearean? Verily I say unto you, many of youth in the chatteth are a bunch of bitches. Seriously. Y'all need to calm the fuck down. Talking shit to me. I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here. That's it. I love my regulars. I love my new people. We talk about various things. And I'm qualified. If I ain't qualified, who is? I know y'all like people in costumes. I'm sorry I got on gym clothes. I apologize that I got on gym clothes. I know y'all like people in costumes. I know you like people with slogans. I don't got none of that shit. All right? It's got me pure uncut. I'm sorry I ain't harassing all you women in the DM saying some wild shit. I'm sorry I don't do that neither. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry I drink BCAAs too. I know this is supposed to be like liquor, Gatorade or some shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to put a coat on in the living room. I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to get me a coat. Just put it on in the living room with jewelry on and shit. But I should be working on music. Anybody want to buy a MIDI controller? Huh? I'm selling this. I'm selling some shit too. I'm selling a drone. I'm selling my machine. I'm selling this. And I'm selling the MPC Renaissance. I'm selling all it. And all except this, everything is factory sealed. I just didn't open it, and I'm just probably never going to open it. This right here, I don't know what this is retail. This is the Oxygen 49. I don't know. I probably sell it for next to nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had it for some time. You can see it's clean. It's, but the drone I'm selling for $500. The machine I'm selling for $500, and the MPC Renaissance for $500. We got great people in the chat. We got the smartest chat. Even when we don't agree, I still like to ask people. I think it's the machine tool. It's over there. It's factory sealed. And I have a drone. It's a GoPro drone. I paid $1,900 for it, but I'll give it to anybody for $500. You know what I'm saying? Because I just bought a new one of these. I'm crazy for electronics. Yo, you know what's funny? When I was little, I was kind of sadistic as a kid. I remember I got in trouble because I didn't understand the shit Ray Charles was doing. And I remember laughing. My grandmother kind of whacked me for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oxygen 49 is around $100. I sell it for like $40. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It works perfectly fine. I just don't want to. It doesn't work with the program that I'm using. I'm having an issue. But yeah, I sell it for like $40. Hit my DM. I'm just selling shit. You know, I don't have no need for it. So, but the drone, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that, you know. But I remember Ray Charles doing this shit, and I remember laughing, and my grandmother like, that shit ain't funny. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing this shit for then? Anyway. Fatima, what's up? My Flower Monica, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all, man. You know I love y'all, man. For y'all who really know me, you know I'm one of the most genuine, mean wellest guys. Is that mean wellest? I got an issue with logic. It doesn't work with logic. I looked it up. It just doesn't work with logic. Yeah. Come on, fam. Why? If I said 500, what you mean 149.99? You in here trying to sell us stuff? Talking about Pest Equity Business Podcast? Gotta invest in index funds. That's the ticket. Y'all said that shit about crypto. I said, y'all told us that same shit about crypto and Forex and all that shit. I ain't never buy into none of that shit. I'm going to keep it real with you. I ain't never buy into none of that. Not a damn thing. You can't catch me. I'm a Brooklyn dude. I do not fall for no okie doke. I be like, nigga, please. I don't care who you are. You could come to me. Oh, you got the native instruments. I have a damn, what's the shit I just bought? Hold on. No, I ain't gonna show y'all. But yeah. But listen, all right? Listen. This is the deal, right? I never bought into none of that stuff. I know people like, I made millions over crypto. Fam, look who you think you talking to. One thing that bothers me is Big Dave, shout out to you. One thing that bothers me is when people insult my intelligence. No, I got Mac. I got a Mac. This right here is a desktop. And then I have a Mac. So I got the top Mac. Yeah, I'm selling the MPC Renaissance for $500. It is factory sealed. I've never even opened the box. Dead serious. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from the Star. Do or die, bad star. Rest in peace to my homie Chico too. His services was yesterday from Junior Mafia. You know, love my hood. Yo, you know what's dope about my hood? My hood produced myself, Biggie, Little Kim, Little C, Junior Mafia, Foxy Brown, A.A. Rashid, Easy Mo B moved to my hood. I remember Tech from Smith & Wesson moved to my hood. J. Rule moved to my hood. Erykah Badu, Common moved to my hood for a while. Afro Ra moved to my hood. Iron Solomon moved to my hood. Hakeem Green for Chandler. Mad people moved to my hood. Mad people moved to my hood. And what was dope about it is that they just all had our protection. Like the ones that were native there didn't need it, but the people who moved there, they just always got love. Hey, Rashid from my block. Sky Zoo's from the hood too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sky Zoo's from the hood too. Kitchen Clothes Podcast from the hood too. Yep. And in my hood, I was one of the ones. You know what's funny though, before I go though, because I know I'm off topic a little bit, but sometimes I get like that. The funny thing about that, Fatima from the hood too. The funny thing about being from the hood and being a hood guy and having that mentality is that when you grow and you change, people think you sold all your guns or you don't know how to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times maturity just means just that. That don't mean you will not. I won't put this size 10.5 in somebody's ass. It's just that I think different now. That's not the first reaction as a grown-ass man. That's little boy way of thinking, right? That's the way you thought when you was a boy. You was more reactionary to everything. And being that all you had for your manhood was violence to show your manhood, that's how you showed it every time. You know, everybody wanted their respect and their love. So violence and harming people or being reactionary to things is all you had at one point. But when you come into manhood and you realize that that's little boy way of thinking, then you don't think like that no more. You be like, whatever, man, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, I'm going to be real with you. I walk around with a big ass gun. I'm just being real with you. So I'm not really the person you want to play with anyway, because I got a gun. Like, fuck you playing with me for? So I got to think at all times, do I want to let you go home to your family? I just don't think you should play with me. So I have to think for, okay, you're a little drunk, you're a little inebriated, or you're just a little stupid. So sometimes I have to think for the dummy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to think for the dummy. And some people don't know any better. Some people just be having a bad day. So for the most part, I into de-escalation. Can't call Bed-Stuy the hood anymore. But there's 1 million townhomes now. That's true. But most of the times I think about de-escalating shit because I know the plight of the black man and woman, and I know that everybody's walking around triggered and not knowing that I really have a trigger. Seriously. So it's like, okay, nah, you don't deserve to die for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel like my life was in danger. I didn't feel like somebody was going to harm me. And plus, I don't come outside or plan on harming anybody or getting harmed. If my life is in danger, then I'm going to defend myself. But words and shit, whatever. I don't worry about that. But again, the society that we live in, everybody's on edge. You know, as many people walking around depressed, and I understand it. I understand it totally. As many people walking around triggered, and I understand it totally. Many people walk around on eggshells. I understand it totally. And that's why so many people drink, get high, and do different things. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. So that's why many people, they don't have no outlet for this said anger and this frustration that they have. Why the fuck I'm holding this for? Right? So the only way they could get theirs off is by being aggressive sometimes. So sometimes they come in the chat and he been bossed around all day. His mother telling him, Star Mill, get up, your feet stink. And you got my house stinking. You know, so they don't have no outlet for their anger. So they'll come online and they'll see somebody. And one of the worst threatening thing to a lot of people, unfortunately, black people as well, is a confident black man. That has always been historically a problem. So when you're confident in yourself, your ability, your mind, your craft, and your people around you, somehow, some way, you have to get the confidence taken from you. He said it himself. Yeah, go get a GED, because I know that's going to make him mad. Why? Because I'm confident in my intelligence. So he just proved everything I said. He wanted to say to you, oh, he's too confident in his intelligence. So let me say, oh, you don't know and you need a GED, because I know that's going to make him mad. That is the only way that he can feel good, is by making me mad, right? But if we were in the street and you made me angry and I give you a George Jefferson with this non-Beretta that I got, was it really worth it? So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. So I know what people be doing. Just sometimes I just give it back to them verbally, because I'm quick with it. We snap where I'm from. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? But when you have confidence as a black man as well as a black woman, nobody wants to see you confident. That's why they say, be humble. You better be humble. Humble for who? Why do I have to show humility if I'm talking about my skill? Only time I'm not being humble is if you say to me, great job, and I reply with some bullshit. Yeah, I know. That's not being humble. But if I say, yo, I'm this, I'm that, and I can show and prove, why do I have to be humble? You don't have to be humble. So, again, I just wanted to leave y'all with that. So when you are confident in your ability, that scares people because they're so insecure. They want to know, how the fuck are you confident? I couldn't dare talk in front of people. I can go in a room with 10,000 people and start talking. Some people be scared to death to talk in front of 5 people. Some people have different phobias. Some people have phobias of crowded rooms. Some people have phobias of people. Some people have no confidence. They might think their ears are too big. Their complexion is not right. I'm overweight. Me, I have no insecurities, because my insecurities is actually what makes me great. Right? So what happens is when you go and you do certain shit, they can't understand, how are you so confident and I'm so insecure? So what they do is they overcompensate with ego because they're insecure, which causes narcissism, which is a mental illness, and different things. So when you have the confidence, and I know I'm not having the best day, I know I don't have a shave, I don't have a haircut, I know I don't have certain things, and I still could sit before you, laugh, joke, and still talk to you, they say, how does he do it? I can't picture getting on camera without no haircut. I wouldn't be caught dead in a Scully in a sweater. I wouldn't be caught dead without going on there without dressing my best. They can't understand how you can still shine and illuminate without all the trinkets and all the added parts. That's why my name is Diamond. I was formed under pressure, and the jewelry is up here. It ain't nothing I could wear. I have more jewelry than anybody that I know, but that doesn't make me me. The jewelry is this. This is the jewelry. And I was formed under pressure. Y'all know my backstory. So again, I understand why I'm attacked so much, because all people want to do is to make me feel about myself the way they feel about themselves. But I tell them, you shouldn't feel that way about yourself, because whatever your flaw is, turn it into your strength. It's actually your strength. And if you feel like you have a flaw, you can correct it. All of us. Anything that we have about ourselves, we can correct it. Seriously. So I was once a shy person. I never was insecure. I was shy because I used to feel like people not going to understand what I'm doing, what I'm saying. And then once I could get 400 people, 500 people, 900 people to understand me, then I was like, good, I'm on to something. And that's really what it's all about. You know, you might be a person. We all don't like some things about ourselves, right? We all don't like certain things about ourselves. And then somebody comes and magnifies it, and you had that insecurity. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person that say, yo, man, fuck that. You got a bump on your nose? Yo, niggas get bumps. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're not going to act like we're infallible and we're not human. We're humans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to piss in a few. I got to shower. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shave. And, you know, because I don't like using that liquid gel soap and shit, unless it's like, you know, some of my Da Vinci soap or some shit like that. Someone I want to smell good. But again, the whole thing is, I'm not insecure, so I'm not angry at anyone. I don't give a fuck. But when it comes to our country that we live in, that we're taxed for, that we can die, like we could actually really die in this country. We can actually die as things that we added on to in this country. And for other people that's not from here to get more than we get, or is entitled to more than we get, then we should have a problem with anybody who's doing that. And that's all I'm saying to you. Anybody. You tell us there's no more money for this. There's no more Social Security. There is no more insurance money. Yeah, you've been out of work because of the pandemic, but there's no more money to give you. You got to figure it out. No, we can't bail out your business. There's no more money. And that's it. So we see that, but then we see they found billions to give to people who's non-citizens. Well, all I'm saying is, what about the citizens? What about us? Who's responsible for giving these people billions? Oh, it's you? Okay, mother made you, mother had you, and mother fuck you then. And that's just all I'm saying. So it's not about nobody else who's not in office, because I start thinking sometimes like, God damn, you would think the dude was still president the way y'all dislike him. He ain't president. He's not the president. This dude is the president, and you still blaming this dude for what this dude ain't doing. You just got to make it make sense. You just got to make it make sense. And that's, I don't know how to, again, I'm not getting on here. I don't have anything to say to you as far as a doctrine. My only doctrine is common sense. That's it. It just got to make sense. And if it don't make sense, it don't sound right to me, that's it. Because dogs don't quack and ducks don't bark. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. And we have to, you know, in Flint, Michigan, we still got issues. We still got housing issues. There's people somewhere right now that don't have air conditioners because the government said they don't have the money to help the people. It's people right now burning up. It's elderly, it's babies. Let's not forget all the shit they mandated and then fired people for erroneously. So what's up with all that before we talk about somebody going to jail for some election shit? I don't care about none of that at the end of the day. How can we fix what's broken? Can we fix what's broken? Because even if, let's say he is guilty, he tried to steal it. He didn't, okay? I never understood attempt shit. Only thing I can maybe understand is attempt murder. But you tried to rob me. Well, I did. I didn't succeed. So if I try to snatch your phone and you snatch it from me and I ain't punch you or nothing and I run away, I go to jail for trying to snatch it? It's either you did it or you didn't. We got terrible food, terrible housing, terrible relations in the country. We got missing babies, missing black children. What about all our missing people? Where are these people that's missing? They talking about UFOs, sun, moon, stars, quasar. Motherfuckers sound like Elwood Jetson around here. But nothing that is feasible that I can walk to the door right there and I can go in and out of my home safely. People breaking in cars, people hungry. You understand what I'm saying? What about us? That's all I'm asking. What about us? They don't got no reparations money. They don't got this. They don't got that. But we have so-called illegals. We have immigrants. I seen some shit where the fucking border worker was fucking opening the fence for them. The roads fucking up the cars, potholes, tolls going crazy, tolls. Not to mention in New York, the speed limit is 25 miles. And let's go 28 if you want to. I dare you to go 30, 32. I dare you. It shouldn't be taking people 2 hours to get from Brooklyn to Harlem. You get what I'm saying? So again, who is responsible for this? I don't want to start at the bottom. I want to go to the top. Okay? And I like top. But that was different. So that's where we at. Hey, Yvette. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Stacey Galore, for supporting my independent voice. So that's all I'm saying. It's not about who, this person. Yo, what about us? What about our education system? What about your student loan relief? Could we bring back home economics? Could that be brought back into the curriculum? Can we bring back home ec? Can we bring back things that we need to survive? Can we bring back social studies that gives us more social skills opposed to learning other people's history? Can we get some of those things? And that's what we should hold all candidates to the fire for, what we want. But what they do, they'll just say, yeah, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to give you that. And we just go pull that lever. And they be like, psych. They be doing that. They've been doing that to us. You know what I'm saying? They be doing that to us. So who do we hold responsible? There's no, there is no trade schools. The world is going in different directions and they're holding us here through, how do you have a curriculum that you had for a long time? When does the curriculum change, honestly? You think that me as a child growing up, I needed to know what the hell was going on in Mesopotamia? Why was that a part of the curriculum? Why was Greek and Roman mythology a part of the curriculum? It was part of the curriculum. I had to learn it. When truthfully, all you need to know is how to read, write, reading comprehension, adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying. Everything else is extra. But they put this shit in that you have to learn it. And you don't even store none of that shit. Now, maybe I need to learn algebra and calculus and all that shit. Yeah, if I want to be an architect or something like that. But if I just say, I don't want to do none of that shit, why do I have to learn that? I don't have to learn none of that shit because I don't even remember none of that shit. Truthfully, I don't. But you always remember how to read, write, add, subtract, multiply, divide. You have to know that. You have to know that. Everything else, you say social studies, and you learn about some shit that went on somewhere else. They won't even teach you about science, because if they teach you about science, then some of the shit that they dealing with, is cap. So you know about the XX chromosome and the XY chromosome. So when somebody tell you they something they not, you say, well, according to science, you can't be that because you got a Y chromosome. But Doggie, you said you dropped out, so you don't value that stuff. Do you know it's something called independent studies? No, seriously. Do you know that you don't need a teacher to learn stuff? You do know that, right? You do know everything you see Doggie Diamonds built with his hands, right? with no formal education. Do you know every graphic? You see the bars jumping when I talk. Do you know that everything that you see, the music you hear, the transitions, this is the house that Doggie Diamonds built. You do know that, right? That was through independent study. Do I sound like a fool? Do I sound like somebody who's uneducated? Do I sound like somebody who don't know what he's talking about? Then just be real. I didn't need none of those things because that's not what I wanted to do with my life. I said a curriculum that's mandatory. Why is it mandatory? If only thing you need is learn how to add, subtract, multiply, divide. Reading comprehension, spelling. No, I didn't really miss your point. Some people need that because what they want to do in their life. Some people need that. Some people, you know, there's a difference between schooling and education too, right? Just because you go to school, that don't mean you're getting educated. Schooling is the process. That don't mean you learned anything. There's people with master's degree that's sleeping under a tent somewhere because they might be overqualified for certain jobs, underqualified for certain jobs, or just can't get hired. There's no way that you should have a BA in political science and you the head buyer in Target. And now you're like $70,000 in debt that you were supposed to get relieved by this guy. It's just the truth. Most people who have degrees don't even have a job in the field that they have the degree in. You understand what I'm saying? As for me, I was an avid reader. And anything I wanted to know, I researched. That's just me. I just showed y'all just now. Sometimes I read with these glasses on, so it sounds like I can't read, so sometimes I got to take them off. Like, yo, ain't nobody looking at you. You can take the glasses off now. But again, comprehension and context is lost with a lot of people. So a lot of times people deal with the emotion of stuff opposed to the facts of it. I can remove emotion from anything. I could remove emotion. Because there is no emotion in the truth. The emotion should be finding out the truth when you feel like you've been lied to forever. Now, you know you've been voting for as long as you've been voting, and you know you ain't get shit. Who's responsible for not giving you shit? But people will blame somebody who's not in office, but won't blame the damn president. Make it make sense. That's just what I'm saying. Make it make sense. You have people still blaming somebody who has not been the president. They're saying he's this, he's that. You don't think that's a distraction from what's really going on? What about the G7? What about the BRIC? What about the BRIC? What about the G7? That's stuff that we don't even talk about. What about these countries pulling away from and bonding together and getting together and saying, fuck their dollar? What about all of that? But it's certain things I don't talk about because people like to debate everything because, again, I know that I could be annoying to people because of my confidence. And again, you might not like me because you don't like you, and I represent you. And there's no way in hell that somebody could look like you, come from your walk, your way of life, and have that much confidence. So instead of you saying, yo, you know what? I fuck with you because you say some of the things that I can't say, and you have a platform and you use it to say shit. You rather disagree with me on nothing. And then I say, okay, I'm going to be quiet. And I'm going to let you tell everybody. And then people say stupid shit. So You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'll take a break. Let you say something. And then you say something and it was like, that's what you're arguing with. That's your argument with me? You got to make it make sense. That's my favorite thing to say. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We got people who still believe that like 4 or 5 people control the whole world. They control you. You know what I'm saying? They control you. They control whether you go into the mailbox or not. They control whether you eat a chicken salad or your chitlins. And then I know, right? I know for a fact that the spooky is so unknown that it's easy to believe something you don't know than to believe something that's right in your face. I said that analogy plenty of times. We will believe anything spooky before we will believe the truth, because the truth sometimes has to invoke change. Because it's the truth, you might have to change the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you think. And you're not ready to change. So you'll just look away. Just because the ostrich stick his head in the ground when he sees danger, that don't mean the danger is gone. Your head just in the ground, fam. So if you are an individual and something that you learn about yourself or your environment has to cause a drastic change, everybody's not ready for change. But you had somebody who ran a whole campaign for the country on change and didn't change shit. And you voted for him. Change. Change. A whole campaign. Change. What changed for you? How many of us was privy and learned about credit as a kid, was already on an authorized credit card, getting our credit built as children? We didn't learn about credit till we was an adult on our own. And you went to get a rental car and they was like, you got a credit card? You're like, no. What I need that for? And there was other people like, yeah, I got one. Like, you got a car? You get a credit card? Oh, no, my mother put me down. We didn't learn some of these things. This is the shit that we need. We don't need people talking against credit or speaking how they don't have credit and stupid shit like that. We need to learn about economics. We talk about always pooling our shit together. We don't even know nothing about economics. Nevertheless, group economics, this ain't no fucking drug transaction. Ain't no you give me 50, we get this big eighth. This shit ain't like that. That's all we know is nigga economics. But what do we know about economics? So even if they give you the money, you ain't gonna do nothing but give it back. We don't learn shit. That's the shit we need to learn. Without feeling like, well, I got a class for y'all. You know, give me $99 and you can make $200. The information that I give people, when I say to people, this shit is free. This shit is free. I don't get a bunch of cash apps. You see, I don't get $400 or $500 in super chat. I seen people go on YouTube and talk shit about people for 2-3 hours and get motherfucking $500-$600, thousands of dollars for talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even have some of the basic necessities that we need to survive as individuals, more or less as a fucking people. No, you're right, Leroy Green. They are black folks that teach financial literacy and economics online, but black folks don't want to hear it because what they teach and how they teach it is always at a price, right? And I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But when we get our money, we want to know if it's worth it. You see Meek Mill with a handful of $100 bills. He want the sneakers, but he still try to haggle. Our problem is people's price is their price. If you want it, pay for it. If I want something, I pay for it. There's nothing too expensive if I want it. I'm just dead ass serious. I'm not haggling you. Anything that you sell, if I want that, how much? I want that. With us, that's why I always try to get people to give up these senseless vices that you're really using to mask your overall problem. That's why I say the cigarettes are too expensive. The liquor's too expensive. The weed is too expensive. The pills is too expensive. The pills that you use to get erections is too expensive. The pills that you use to get high is too expensive. You have the money, but you don't allot the money in places that can make you more money or even educate you, because the problem is you don't want to spend it in places that there's no instant pleasure. We into instant pleasure, straight like that. We ain't trying to sit through nothing. When people come in the chat, who we going in on? All right, I'm out. This shit taking too long. I came here for the tea. He didn't say the tea, I'm out. That's just us. So we got the money for shit. We got situations for shit, but we're just in a situation to where, is it instant gratification? No, well, I don't have the time. You got people who don't have their Social Security card. They got to go down to the Social Security office. They go down there, the line was too long, they out. I ain't standing in that line, but I seen the same dudes standing outside of GameStop at midnight waiting for fucking 2K to come out. So it's all about your priorities. We can't blame nobody if you don't got your priorities intact. It's about your priorities. It's about what you think is right for you. If you think that liquor is good, hey, the buck that bought a bottle could have struck the lotto. It's all what you think. But when you make decisions, don't complain. That's your decision. I chose to do what I chose to do with my 24 hours in the day. And if I yield results from what I chose to do, don't look at me and say, you ain't shit. What empire? You don't got nothing. Oh, I don't? Okay. I'd rather have nothing the way I have nothing than to have something the way you have something. And you could put that in your pipe and smoke it. What I choose to do with my 24 hours, I'm always going to yield results because I know what I'm putting in and I know what I'm going to get out of it. I don't walk around aimlessly. I don't go where the wind blows me, and I'm not up for suggestion. I'm not just one of them people that don't have a plan. I got a plan. I already know what I'm eating tomorrow, what time I'm eating tomorrow, what time I'm getting up. I already know tomorrow today. And it's after 12. So I definitely know what I'm doing tomorrow. I got my whole itinerary done. And I got it for next Tuesday too. You know why? Because Pinky, I'm trying to take over the world every day. You understand what I'm saying? I can't tell people God bless them because you're not blessed. I'm not going to give people a false sense of reality. I'm going to tell you, you ain't shit. Because some people need to hear that. Yo, fam, you ain't shit, because those be the same people that want $5, who want $10 so they could get some cigarettes, who start rumors about how much money I got. So if a person asks me for $20 and I say no, I'm a stingy nigga. Yo, this nigga make all of this. He get this, he got that. Yo, I heard he just got this, that, and the third. He couldn't give me $20. Why the fuck would I give you $20 to get high? Why the fuck would I give you $20 to smoke weed, to buy pills, to buy liquor, to drink bum-ass beers? And I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. And you depending on me for advice? I don't have no vices. Why should I support your vice? That's extracurricular. But if a man say, yo, I'm hungry, let's go get you some food. Yo, I need this. All right, let's do that. Yo, I'm trying to take this course. I need these books for school. All right, here. To buy you a beer? A fucking beer? In 2023? It ain't gonna work. Those days is over because you got some people spending all their life living in a pastime paradise. What happened yesterday is fine, but I live for today and tomorrow, but I got to get through today. Yesterday's gone. It's gone. So a lot of times when I get around some of their homies, they be like, yo, remember when? And I be like, yo, that shit sound cool, but that shit gone. You know, it's people who never touch the land of other places. They never been to different cities. They never been to different boroughs. They never did shit. Right? They never did shit. Me, I'm interested in the world. I'm interested. And I gave up my vices a long time ago. I don't overindulge. I don't splurge on shit. My only vice and my only problem is admittedly electronics. Why? Because electronics have value and I need electronics to do what I do. So I'm going to invest in the camera. That's why my camera looks so clean. I'm going to invest in programs. That's why my presentation is my presentation. That's what I choose to do with my money. I can get rings. I can get all that shit. But I will feel like I'm cheating you if I sat there with a phone up and look backwards and say, you know what I hate about black people? I would be cheating you. What could I tell you about investing if I'm not even willing to invest in myself? How could I get monies, financial support from anybody if I'm not willing to invest in myself? Just really think about it. And you see people outpouring money, and then they come right on their live and say, you broke bum ass niggas. They say I made a lot of money off this shit. And then turn around and say, how am I supposed to feed my family? You said you made a lot of fucking money. That means you don't have any financial literacy. You don't know how to save. You live like a fucking little boy or a little girl. And you know what? People will still support them. Y'all not required to give me anything but your fucking ear. Or the like button. Or the share button. You never hear me say, hit the Cash App. Hit me, give me this. I try to come on here at least make $40. The fuck is that? If I hit rock bottom, I'll go to Target. If I hit rock bottom, I will go anywhere because I don't even job shame. You understand what I'm saying? I will go anywhere to support myself. I come from nothing. And I've been poor longer than I had money. So that's why I don't stunt. At any given time, anything could be over. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really what I wanted to say. Now it's time for me to get the hell out of here. Shit, I love Burlington. I love Ross. I love TJ Maxx. I love, what's the other one? There's another one. Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington. I love shit like that. I love Dollar Tree. I'll be like $70 in the hole with Dollar Tree. Like, God damn, I need Comet. And I come here, I got like 4 cans of Comet. Say, you can never have enough Comet. I got to be in a clean tub. Marshalls, there we go, my holy king. Yeah, I love all that shit. You ain't catching me in no goddamn Bloomies and all. I don't do all that shit. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need any of that shit. I might want shit, and every now and again I say, you know what? I'm going to get you a nice bottle of, I'm going to get myself a nice bottle of cologne. I'm going to reward myself with a nice pair of shades. But what I need, Chocolate Kisses, I love that name. Thank you for support my independent voice. But what I need is like toilet paper, paper towels, soap, shampoo. That's the shit that I stock up on. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need none of that other shit. I might want it, but I don't need it. And that's when as coming into manhood, you ever wonder why Pop Duke might not wear, why Pop Duke dressed like that, or Mom Duke Dre be like, damn, why you don't go get you some Jordans? You know why they never did that shit? Because they had to take care of you. Why would they spend $300 on a pair of sneakers and you walking around in some Reeboks? And again, we all got a vice. But even the expensive suit, you can put on an expensive suit and go somewhere and obtain employment in that expensive suit based on your presentation. But if you were high, you ain't going to obtain no employment. If you drunk, you ain't getting no employment. And worst smell ever is somebody smelling like cigarettes. That shit stink. You know what I'm saying? So I live a modest life because I know the value of shit. I know that many things don't have no value, and I'm not trying to impress you. So I ain't going to be sitting here with a ring on my finger and the whole time I'm, touching my face because of my ring. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't mean nothing to me. I fuck with Dollar Tree. I like Dollar General. I like Family Dollar. I love Walmart. I used to love Target, but Target getting a little crazy. I went and bought me some cereal earlier, some trail mix. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's about. And again, I never know what's going to happen. And one of the things, because I'm leaving on this one, one of the things that we never take into account, who gonna bury your ass if you die? Do you even got enough money to bury yourself? Do you even have enough money to get a decent send-off? Or are they going to just put you in the oven, burn you, and then people walking around with your ass in the bag? Do you even have enough money to at least be sent off in a respectful way? It don't have to be extravagant. You don't need doves flying and horse drawn. You don't need none of that shit. But do you even have enough money saved to at least be sent off in a decent fashion? That's what I'm saying. That's what I think about. Think about shit like that. All my female friends laugh at me because they be like, yo, you like a responsible individual. Because I don't play with my bills. That's why my credit score is high. I don't play. Listen, though, that bill is due. Matter of fact, I got a bill to pay. You understand what I'm saying? So when I have friends, and I don't have many, but the friends I have, when they like, yo, I'm short, I got you. Because I got good people, right? I have good people that I love and I know love me, but they can't afford to do what I do. And I try my best to bring them up. And some of them are coming. Some people I try with, their ego, their narcissism, they failed. But for the ones who understand the process of coming up and they don't think everything is about them, I see them do some of the nice things and I know that they're capable of doing things. And I just say, yo, nah, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. What? You what, short? Come on, man. Don't disrespect me. What you mean you $30 short? You're not $30 short. You're not this short. Come on, man. So when I go out and I see, you know, women that I might be in the store with and they hard up and they say, yo, I'm embarrassed, but can I pay for your food and you get and I pay for it with food stamps, and could you give me a cash? I'll give you $100 in food stamps. I just need $40. You could give me $45. Say, yo, you know what? Nah. I'll spend $40 in food stamps and I'll give you $100. They be having children, babies, and you can see who might be smoking all the time or drinking all the time or doing something. Then you just see some people who just need it, right? And when a person needs it and they could come up to a complete stranger and be humble about it and be, I remember, man, that shit broke my heart. I was in the supermarket and a girl came into the supermarket and she was trying to buy some canned milk from for her baby, right? She was trying to buy some canned milk for her baby. And she came up to the register and they said, no, it costs this. And she said, damn, I don't have it. And she left. And I remember asking the cashier, I said, what happened? Why she didn't get the milk? Said she didn't have enough. The milk was too much. I said, somebody go get her. Because in my mind, I'm thinking about that baby that ain't gonna eat. And I got it. And I stood there and watched a mother leave and they couldn't feed their baby. Not with me standing there. I don't pull out my phone. I don't pull out my camera. I don't do none of that. Go get her and tell her to get that baby that milk. I'll pay for it. Matter of fact, get another case too. That's just me. That's just me. I drove my homie to the bus station the other day, right? And they all missed the bus. My homie missed the bus, and some lady missed the bus, and she had a baby. And as soon as I looked at her, it reminded me of my niece. And y'all know how I talk about that little girl. She was holding this big teddy bear, and I seen she was tired. They missed the bus. So I said, ma'am, you missed the bus. Now what are you gonna do? She said, well, I don't know. We got to go back to the little girl's father's house. But he put us in the Uber. And I said, if you don't mind, I'll take you where you got to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no crazy guy. This is me. You know, I guess I'm a public figure, but this is me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not somebody that, you know, I am who I am. This is you could take my life. You could do whatever you want to do, but seeing that little girl standing there falling asleep with that big teddy bear, I said, no, I'll take y'all. And when I took her, it was like 11 minutes away. And I just took her and that was it. You know, see y'all later. And the little girl didn't want to get out the car. And the mother was like, you want to stay with him? She was like, yeah. I said, I'll buy you toys. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, bye, baby. And I just left. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if I'm blessed and I went through shit, I went through hardships in life. But if I could be blessed, my thing is to take my blessings and pass them. Yeah, I might not get money for it. Yeah, I might not even get a thank you sometimes. But I know that I felt good. And when I see people in duress, that shit mentally fucks with me. You know, I can never, ever, ever forget them. Never. I will remember a face of somebody who was in need. And I just pass it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you need? If I'm in the store, I see grandma. I see her counting change. Like, grandma, put the change away. Come on, keep the change. Put it back in the bank. How much you need? I just do it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? There is no phone. There is no story about it. It's just done. And when I see them children, I remember being the child of a father who smoked crack. And I remember people coming to my aid because they knew something that I didn't know, right? And I remember people coming to my aid. I remember people hey, you hungry and stuff? And I didn't really realize why they were doing it because they knew something that I didn't know. So now I have that same radar who walk around and I might see a child who, nose might be running or they got dirt on their shirt or something like that. And I say, damn, if I can, for 1 second, do something to make the child happy and the mother happy, I'm good. Because I'm not going to see no child not have. I promise I'm not going to do that. And sometimes I just be like, hey, little man, where your toys at? And I say, can I buy them a toy? And he say, go ahead. And I just buy them a toy or, what you want? What do you want? You want ice cream? You want whatever? Because again, putting smiles on people's face, that's what we live for, right? This is what we live for. We might not ever find or achieve the happiness we want. Because when we get what we get, none of us really get what we deserve, right? Our happiness sometimes is dependent upon how people treat us. For the most part, good people get treated badly. It's just fucked up, but that's just what it is. Some of the greatest people get treated like shit. Some of the greatest people who help people get treated like shit because we run into ungrateful people. We can mentor people. We can help people, and they'll just treat us like shit. Right? That's just life. But it was never about my smile. It was about other people's smile. Sometimes other people's smile make me smile. Even if I got to go in a room and feel bad because I'm just feeling bad and cry, nobody will see that. But when I come out, everybody going to be smiling. What's going to make everybody happy? If I got the means to make everybody happy, that's what I'm going to do. Because that's how I live my life. And sometimes I be wanting to give up on people. And sometimes I do have to give up on people. But again, when I help people and they show that they ungrateful and they show that they're a bastard and a damn narcissist, I'm going to let the universe deal with them. But I just move away from them. I just move away from them. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you tell me you hungry and I give you $5 and you went and smoked crack with it, that's between you and your God. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I just know I gave you money for food. And I walk away feeling good. You have people say, I ain't giving nobody nothing. All right. That's why you don't live happy. That's why you're not blessed. My happiness comes from seeing other people happy, truthfully. My happiness is minimal. And I don't depend on other people to make me happy because I know people naturally going to treat me fucked up. That's just the way of the world. It just is what it is. You got people who will come here every day and just tell me how I ain't shit. You ain't this, you ain't that. And again, I explained that earlier why they do that. I have people who I tried to help. I tried. I put my platform on the line. I did a lot of shit for people. You don't see them grateful for that shit? What am I supposed to do now? Do I give up on humanity? Do I give up on people? No. You take the love and you redirect it. That's it. That's all I could do. Nobody could change me. Nobody could change me. Nobody could change how I think and how I feel about people and how I feel about children. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could change that. Only thing people be doing is blocking their blessing. And some people will cut off their own nose to spite their face. Some people will cut off their own nose to spite their face. Some people will be like, oh, I'm not the captain. What make you the captain? And be under your tutelage, right? And be like, yo, I'm not the captain. And the whole time poking a hole in the boat and hope it sink so they could say the captain sunk the ship. Yeah, your captain sunk the ship. And you don't know the whole time they was poking holes in the boat. It ain't gonna happen to me. I've been here too long, too solid, reputation too good. And if I'ma fuck something up, I'ma fuck it up. Nobody's ever going to be able to ruin anything for me. And my name, my honor, my likeness, my logo, my brand, nobody. And that's where I differ from other people. You know what I'm saying? Jigga 1017 just summed up everything that I'm saying. So I shouldn't have to put out statements for clarity on certain shit. I shouldn't have to make people understand shit. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. Because, again, some people are just fuck-ups. They don't know how not to be a fuck-up, no matter what mask they put on today. Remember Scooby-Doo? You love Scooby-Doo? The whole time, the person that was telling you about the ghost was the ghost. They never was in the room when the ghost was there. And in the end, when you catch him, you pull the mask off. It's the butler. Wow. It was you the whole time. That's what we be finding. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. It's the butler. So that's why some people be so passionate and they tell you about fuck niggas and all that shit because they be talking about theyself. They be talking about theyself the whole time. So they know everything that they talking about. They could tell you about this. They could tell you about all types of illicit shit and what type of people, because they talking about theyself. And the whole time you getting rocked to sleep. I just am who I am. I don't put on a mask for nobody. I'm very transparent. Straight like that. I ain't putting on no mask. I don't know how to be nobody else. I just know how to be me. That's it. Love me or hate me. I'm just me. So, yeah, too bad I talk for a living. Damn, you should see when I see people in the street, they be like, Doggie Diamonds, what's up? And I be talking to them, and I be like, God damn, it be 2 hours. I'm like, yo, sorry, I talk for a living. I ain't mean to hold you here for 2 hours talking to you, but be like, nah, we was talking. Be like, nah, but I should have just let you go. You know what I'm saying? I should have just let you go. But that's it, man. I thank everybody for anybody who gave me a super chat. I thank whoever sent me a Cash App. I thank you if you hit the like button. Thank you if you hit share. I thank you if you leave a comment. I know sometimes I talk, I got something that I say is verbal ADD because I'll be talking about this and then I'll talk about that. But it's all relative. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Hope y'all have a good night. As for me, I'm going to hit this water, relax a little bit. I got to wash clothes too. I do domesticated shit. I wash clothes. I do dishes. I do all that shit. I cook. I ate some quesadillas. I'm quesadilla, man. I will eat quesadillas every day if you let me. I will. I ain't going front. I eat quesadillas every day. And where the hell is my little baby? Ain't called me back. So my two god babies are close, right? So I call both of them, and they both hang up with me to talk to each other. What about Uncle? They gonna tell me, let me add you to the call. You ain't adding me to no call. I ain't talking to no 6-year-old and no 8-year-old. What you adding me? What do you mean, let's add you to the call? Add who to the call? I'm gonna show y'all something though. This is my goddaughter. Y'all know who Zuri is. I don't know how this little girl has my face. How do you have my face? This is crazy. How do you look like me? This is funny. Look at that. How? How is that possible? I just wonder, like, what happened? How did that happen? Like, what the hell? They talk to me crazy too. But yeah, that's Zori. Oh, this is her too. Like, what are we doing? But yeah, that is actually my goddaughter / cousin. So we are blood related. But sometimes I look like. One day she called me Dracula teeth. I said, you got the same teeth. How you dissing my teeth? How you dissing the canine? You got them too. You know you got them too, right? Kids say the darnest things too. But I work for them. They are my bosses. They are my bosses. Everything is I want this, I want this, I want that. Oh man. They your movie. But all right, man. I'll holler at y'all later on. Until next time. Peace. No, that's my little cousin. My little cousin / goddaughter. But Dracula teeth. Dracula teeth? You ain't look at your teeth. Hilarious. But they're the boss. They're the boss of me. Call me poopy leg. They call me all types of stuff. They'll sit on me and fart. They just do me bad. And I still buy them everything. So, all right, y'all, man. Until next time. Peace. Tiptoe. Info.